This is Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network, sponsored by a live credit union.
Oh, what a sight for sore eyes that is, folks. We take a live look at the Jacksonville Armada Stadium site from high above. The camera's working again. We're very excited about the camera working again, and excited to be able to share some live pictures and some not live pictures. We got some pictures of the last tree coming down, much like Isengard in Lord of the Rings. For those who get the reference, you'll get the reference and you'll enjoy it. Anyhow, this is a live look. You can see some tractors down there. You can see a lot of dirt being moved. The trees have been cleared, and the ground is being graded, and I give it an A+.
Yeah, Stuart.
Did you like that?
I did.
No? Okay. Welcome back into the studio. Hey, there's David Goff and me, Stuart Weber. Sorry, Hamby, I didn't mean to call you out there right off the bat. It's Big Lou. He's back in studio. Ignore the name for half a second while Hamby quickly types in the updated name here in our system. But Lewis, welcome back, man. Glad to have you back in studio and back on Fleet and Footy. There you go. I like the live update. That's good. That's good stuff right there. Lou, how we doing?
The camera's working. I'm working. We're back in Jacksonville after a nice little vacation in Spain. Got to visit some family. Got to see some new family. Shout out to my new cousins, Eloy and Sita.
Okay.
From Granada, obviously.
Obviously.
For those that know, the jersey.
It's a nice one, by the way.
It is. I love an Adidas jersey.
Yeah.
I love an Adidas jersey. And
some red and white stripes.
My grandfather actually thought that this sponsor was so big. He goes, "You forgot a sticker, Lewis, on the jersey." He thought there was still a tag on it.
Oh,
but
because it's a large.
It's a very large sponsor.
As you get the solo Lou shot. There it is. Some hoops. Some red and white. It doesn't hoop around though. Okay.
It's got the La Liga Louis Llerandi logo. Which.
Oh, I like that. A little double L for Big Lou.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I like it.
It wasn't the only jersey I acquired, Stuart. It's just the one that I felt like represented the trip.
Hang on. Let's lead off with this. How many jerseys did you? So you were in Spain for 2 weeks. A much deserved, well-earned family vacation for the Llerandis.
Thank you, Stuart.
2 weeks out there, meeting new cousins, hanging out with family.
Yeah.
How many jerseys? Hang on. Let's play the guessing game. Hamby, you're in on this. I am going to say 5. 5 jerseys is my guess.
Am I allowed to ask if you went to any games?
You can ask that, but I can tell you.
No, I did not because they're
the
out of
timing.
season. Yeah.
Timing didn't work out.
Oh wow.
No games. If you think that is going to stop him,
I would think it would. 8. I'm gonna go 3.
Okay.
3. Well, we have at least 1.
It's 4.
Oh, we split the difference. Hey,
4.
Derek with the over/under at 4.5. Take the under. Oh no, they are. Oh yeah. So 4.
Yes,
4.
Yes.
I'm sure we're gonna debut those.
We'll sprinkle them in throughout our journey here on Fleet and Footy. I still have plenty of Armada clothes to rotate through too on the show. I just feel like being topical when we can. I know I'm going to call some college soccer, a little bit later on this year.
Oh, when's your first JU game of the year?
Very soon, actually. We'll get on the women's team in a little
Okay,
bit.
I like it.
I think my first men's match is in just a couple weeks. So.
Okay, all right. Yeah, things are happening, folks.
We're back in the 904. We're back working.
Okay, so Granada, where you went.
Yeah.
I actually had to text my mom and find out where my grandparents had a home in the south of Spain as well. She not only did she tell me the city, she sent me like a picture on Google Maps of where it was.
That's awesome.
Hey,
is mom retired?
Mom is retired. Mm-hmm. Hey, grandparents, why didn't we hang on to this one? Little disappointing. They don't still own it, unfortunately. It was in south of Marbella, but that's okay.
Well, as we're doing show and tell, I showed you earlier.
Yes.
I met a very famous person while I was in Spain.
Yes.
In Madrid specifically, at the Bernabeu.
Okay.
I got a picture of me and Xabi Alonso.
There he is.
He did an interview with me. I mean, it was It was quite the sight.
Yeah, you were the big summer signing for the team, right?
Yeah, obviously.
So you are definitely that guy it's
a fantastic jersey.
Who gets
by the way. It's a Ruud van Nistelrooy jersey.
Okay.
Actually,
you already had owned that one before the trip.
There's a
look at that. Did you send this as part of the images for the day? Had a baby. Look at us going actually prepared there.
Come on.
So you did a tour.
I did a tour. That stadium is next level. I think people talk about Tottenham's new stadium, and I haven't been to that yet. But, I mean, this is just taking football to a new level, I think, soccer specifically. But it's the things that they can do in that stadium is just unbelievable. And then seeing, of course, Real Madrid, probably the most trophies out of any team in, the world. So they got a lot of trophies from all these different players and all different generations. It was a really cool experience. And they were still constructing the stadium while I was there, so pretty cool.
When does that one open, the new?
I guess in a couple of weeks when they...
Hope they're ready.
Yeah.
Their stadium of the future. Meanwhile, here in Jacksonville, we're talking all things stadium, of course, not just the Jacksonville Jaguars, but the Jacksonville Armada as well. Okay, what else? What else we got from the trip? The flamenco. You did some flamenco?
Yeah.
You danced?
I personally did not dance, but man, did I fall in love with that kind of music and the Spanish guitar. And you guys were saying that's Lewis there on stage last episode, a little callback. But
would have been the guy with the guitar that was
I started doing my research while I was in Spain on how I could get some lessons over here on how to do a little flamenco dancing. There's a woman in St. Augustine that does it. So
really?
I might be hitting her up pretty soon. I'll give you guys a little show.
Okay. I like it. I like the way you think here. All right. So wait, so you got 4 jerseys. Granada. I'm going to guess at least one more national team jersey.
I got a Madrid jersey.
A Madrid jersey.
Real Madrid jersey.
Okay.
I also got a Barcelona jersey that was at like a classic football store kind of a deal.
How can you get both?
Well, I got them. Stuart, it's for the love of the game, man.
You got to explain this though. These are like
I got a
like somebody wouldn't buy a Yankees and a Mets jersey.
Yes, it might be a little bit sacrilege, but I like collecting jerseys.
Okay.
So I got a Danny Carvajal, Real Madrid.
Okay.
Spanish legend. I got a Lionel Messi, Barcelona. I think it's like an 09 jersey. It's like highlighter green. I love it.
So you went to like a vintage store and got these?
one of them.
Or was it just on a rack somewhere and you happened to see it? You went to a specific jersey store.
Of course, Stuart. I had to see what Spain had to offer. I had to see. And then the only reason why I say 4 is because right before I hopped on, and this will be a good one, I'll wear on the show. Right before I hopped on the plane to Spain, I actually went and used my Inter Miami season ticket, went and saw Inter Miami. And they had a very select section of the Messi jerseys where he did not play in the famous MLS All-Star game. So I got the Forbidden All-Star game jersey with Messi on the back, which I love. I think it's so random.
So you have a Messi All-Star game jersey in the game he got suspended for not playing in.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very big, Lou.
The Forbidden jersey. I've got a Tim Tebow Jaguars jersey. I've got one of those. I love a cursed jersey. I
mean... I don't know.
Not at the same place, not at the same time.
Okay, that's good, I guess. So Derek asking if you were judged by buying them at the same time, but you did not. Different places. Were those in different? Had to be different stores, right?
Yeah.
Well, they would sell both in the same store.
In the classic store, yeah.
Now, but you didn't actually go to Barcelona or Madrid, right? Where you were
so we flew into Madrid. So yes, I went to the Bernabeu. We spent a few days in Madrid. And that's where we flew out of as well. So I had a great time in Madrid. It was like any other like big capital city, but being in Granada was a lot more cultural, and there's like certain things that are really from the Andalusian region, like the flamenco, like a lot of that Spanish guitar. It being so like dry and deserty, I just
you were
loved
showing
it.
me a picture of some of the cuisine you sampled.
The cuisine, yeah, of course. I gotta hit the morcilla, the blood sausage. Have plenty of that. Had plenty of gambas, the big prawns, like the big
They're called shrimp. You could just say shrimp.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know why Europe says prawns.
I don't know the classification.
Instead of just shrimp. They're the same thing.
Okay, all right.
It's Mayport shrimp.
Had a lot of
here in Northeast
jamon iberico, obviously,
Okay, yeah, gotta get the ham. Yeah.
Oh, paella,
So what was the dish you showed me? What do you call that?
Bocarrones, which is basically just like sardines and like olive oil, and then they usually serve it with like a chip or like a fry or a potato or something like that. But that's one of my favorites. I love
Some
it.
sardines.
The fish over there, the meat over there. Oh, So good. So good.
Because prawns is not correct. Get out of here with these takes here. Prawns. I don't know, man. I just, when I hear prawn, I think of like a prawn shop, where you go get secondhand shrimp, I don't know. I'm freestyling here. Carry on with your prawn takes.
That was pretty good, Stuart.
I do what I can. Enjoy your prawns. I'll have my shrimp. Sometimes they're jumbo. Shout out to Crustacean Nation doing their thing downtown. Hamby, let's bring back that camera if you don't mind, and take another look downtown at the Sky Cam, and then we'll get to some imagery that Big Lou was able to capture for us. So here's a look at the stadium site for those of you who don't know where this is. This is directly north of the fairgrounds. That building that you see, that white roof, that is the fairgrounds site, which is apparently where the media is parking for the Jags this year, by the way. With all the construction in Lot J, we got kicked out. We're parked way down there. We get a shuttle.
Nice.
Yeah. So this is the site directly north of the expressway, and you see the black fencing surrounding that little 2-block area, and it looks like we got the one tractor moving right now there on the left.
Come on, there's some mobility going on. I love this.
Mobilization, as they say.
Yes.
Looks like the one on the right's moving too. Yeah, we're moving, baby. I love it. I love, I don't know. Just looking at this makes me happy. Lewis?
It makes me happy.
Does it make you happy, too?
It makes me happy, too. The other day, we'll see the footage in a second, I just happened to rock up to the stadium site as they're doing the first little set of mobilization, just clearing out the land.
Oh, a little hyper zoom there.
Nice.
I like it.
As you notice, there's no more anything on that site.
So there used to be, I don't know, 10, 12 trees, something like that.
Yep.
Some big trees. In fact, let's take a look at some of the footage, shall we? I know it's very quick footage, but it's still.
I got up my phone really quick.
Hey, you captured the moment, and I'm very proud of you for that, Lewis.
Thank you.
I sent you a text earlier and said, hey, are you any chance you could swing by and get some footage? And here it is. Down she goes. Timber, baby.
It was the biggest tree on the entire lot.
Okay.
And the guy said he had been messing with it for about a week, and today he said it was
finally
done.
went down.
He wanted to get rid of it. It was right by the sidewalk, so it was really tough.
Okay.
But the gentleman did very well. It was really special to see. It was a really cool moment.
Look, it's progress, okay? It reminds me, as I've said before, it reminds me of the last tree going down in Isengard, Lord of the Rings. As the Uruk-hai are released from their underground prison. Don't worry about it. Lord of the Rings lore there for you. So you captured some pictures as well as
that's when it was standing.
That's it before it came down. Some great work going on down there. And so this step, clear it out. First step, you got to clear everything out, and then you got to level. You got to make sure that everything is graded out there. You see some trunks and some roots. Look at you zooming in and getting some good shots, Lewis. Did you have to wear a hard hat in there?
No, I just kind of rocked up and we got really lucky.
Next time, wear a hard hat.
Come on and look at
safety
that.
First. Yeah,
Stadium
you go.
of the Future and Stadium of the Future. Right
that's
there. The double stadium.
The indoor portion of the mech right there in the background. The Miller Electric Center for the Jaguars. And last tree's going down. So now they're grading things out. Get it nice and level. And then you start to put in some infrastructure and the mobilization continues. Exciting stuff.
Yeah, this is what we've all been waiting for, and I think this was, personally for me, it was really awesome seeing that last tree fall down. It was a really cool, emotional moment.
Pumped, man.
I am.
Can't
so
wait.
Pumped.
All right, good stuff. So there you have it. The tree's coming down, and next step, more groundwork being laid. There's still a lot that needs to be done before you start to see, a stadium rise from the ground. But you know what? We're going to keep taking a look in from high above.
Or you could take a look. People
as long
drive by.
As long as it's not raining.
Yes.
Well, I was going to say, one of the cool things, and I realized this all summer long, is that every time I drove out to Edward Waters, the way I went from here at the station to get out there took me along that expressway. So I would always be on that expressway on the way out there and would see the site every single time.
Yeah, you get a pretty good view.
You get a good view from up there. You got a little elevation, so the fence isn't really useful.
An issue.
It's not helpful to block you out from seeing what's happening in there, which it's not supposed to anyways. It's just kind of to let you know what's coming and all the progress that's excitingly being made. There you go. All right, good stuff. Stadium stuff. Good to get that visuals for you. It's funny, right before the show started, we were a little worried that the visual wasn't going to work because a rainstorm came through like 5 minutes before the show started, and the camera just went completely gray because of the rainstorm coming through.
Yeah, it was definitely not as nice as that day. It was burning hot when I took those pictures.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Oh my gosh, look, they're just so awesome.
Yeah, man, look, the grading continues. All right, we'll come back to the shot here a little bit later on in the show. But first, we want to do a little on this day, Lewis.
Yes.
When we're talking Jacksonville Armada history, we're looking ahead to the future, but we're also looking back to the past. Take me back, Lou. What year are we going back to for on this day in Jacksonville Armada history?
Well, you know what? Sometimes these dates don't normally line up
around
with big
this day
wins.
in Jacksonville Armada history.
Yeah, so we got one from 2015, the very first season of the Jacksonville Armada.
All right.
A 1-0 win versus the Atlanta Silverbacks here at home in front of 7,000. The lone goal scored by Jaime Castellon, Colombian, who actually played some minutes for Colorado Rapids before joining Jacksonville. And so that was August 13th, 2015 , of course.
Okay, that's close enough.
Right?
Yeah.
And
It's a weekly show, not a daily show, people.
Right? And sometimes the wins and losses don't match up to
Look
these
at that
days,
tiny
you know?
look at that tiny goal.
It was I like those tight goals. That was awesome.
It's like this deep because it had to be, because we had to use it, as much of that baseball field as possible.
And then on August 14th,
All right, so we got more. We got August 14th. So that's today. That is actually this day.
you had
What year are we looking at here?
2016.
2016 for the next video.
Al-Hassan Keita
All right.
scores a brace to bring Jacksonville back into the game after being 1-0 down away at Ottawa Fury. Jacksonville get the win 2-1, but this game definitely sticks out in my mind as the Fleet were going through a little bit of a rough patch, and I've actually heard from former players and current coaches that this was a really big game for the team.
There was a few rough patches in those early days, those early NASL days.
Rain coming down, Jamal Johnson cutting up, and he actually gets both of the assists in this matchup.
Okay, that's a clean.
JJ,
that's a clean.
I love
the
that.
white on white.
It's so good. It's so
Look
good.
at Maripou down there. I forgot all about him.
There's a couple good names.
There's some
this
names
list.
in there that I'll see and it'll spark something in my head, guys I haven't thought about in a decade.
JJ with a nice whip.
Whew.
And the little man, Al-Hassan Keita, gets up there.
Oh, yeah. Not exactly who you'd expect on the set piece to
not
be
at
doing
all.
that.
Zach Steinberger behind him right there.
Yeah. Ottawa.
But I always love honoring the past, especially now that, some of these teams don't exist, or it's, now you got the Canadian Premier League, so a lot of those teams got enveloped by that. But I think it's really cool to look back and see these guys who are still around in Jacksonville. Both these guys, JJ and Al-Hassan Keita, are both still in the Duval County area, still teaching the next generation now.
The Fury didn't make it, by the way.
Yeah. There's got to be there's an Ottawa CPL team, I think
Is
that's what
there?
it's called, Canadian Premier League.
The Fury were done in 2019.
Well, and so did Edmonton.
yeah, FC Edmonton.
Fizzled out too.
Yeah.
Sad.
It is sad.
But who's back? The Cosmos in New Jersey. Cosmos in New Jersey.
I think we mentioned this before you left. Goodness gracious. All right, let's get a timeout in. We talked some Armada past, some Armada future. There you go. The day Marcos
Flores.
got
That's
to shave
right.
his beard.
That's. I can. I'll send Hamby a picture of me and Marcos Flores. I'm about to send one in.
Okay,
Yeah.
you do that.
This is great.
You pull from your archives. We'll have that for you coming up next, as well as a whole lot more. We'll talk some MLS. We'll talk about what's coming up next in Europe. Obviously, all the leagues are kind of getting started, getting ramped up over there. And then college soccer right here in Northeast Florida. JU, UNF, going to be a busy couple
Edward
months for those
Waters.
teams. And Edward Waters as well. Shout out to the Tigers. So all of that is coming up next. And the weird soccer story of the week returns. I see something with a beach. I don't know what it is, but I'm looking forward to it. We'll talk about that coming up. And there he is, Lewis at the mic. The
New
newest
signing.
signing for Real Madrid. Lewis Llerandi. People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Imagine a brokerage platform that gives agents the flexibility to move between comp plans so that they can spend their entire career in one place while earning stock and recruiting other agents. And imagine the entire enterprise is created and backed by a proven industry innovator. Now imagine this platform already exists. Imagine you own this platform. Imagine how large you can grow, how much revenue share you can earn. Just imagine.
Year 2 is in the books for the Jacksonville Armada women's under-23 squad, taking another step forward in the Women's Premier Soccer League. Under the guidance of head coach David Goff, the girls in blue went undefeated at home for a second straight season, including a dramatic draw in the opener.
And they've left it to the death. Unbelievable stuff.
And a late winner to end the season at home. Headed on, here's a chance. Gianna Ramirez brings it down, still alive, takes a shot, and into the back of the net. After fielding a younger roster in 2025 with talent from all across Northeast Florida, the future is bright for the Armada women's team. We highlight the ladies and all things Jacksonville Armada each week on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I'll put one in the back of the net for you.
Join us for player profiles, fun interviews, and the very latest on the Fleet and all things footy. That's every Thursday at 2 p.m.
Campion Law will fight for you till the bitter end. We suffered several injuries along with the car being totaled. They checked on us literally almost every day for the next 2 weeks, just making sure, are you okay? Do you need anything? Even Chris was texting us, like, what can we get you? Campion cares.
This is Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network, sponsored by Alive Credit Union.
Oh my goodness.
Two legends of the game right there.
What are we doing here?
I mean,
That doesn't even look like you.
you thought it would.
I thought it would. You know, you did say it was you when you were much younger.
I mean, this is
much younger.
I don't even think the season had started yet, in the inaugural season, or maybe it was just.
And you
started.
already work for the team at this point?
No.
I know, I'm kidding.
No,
I'm just.
Argentinian A-League legend. He played. Marcus Flores played a bunch of his ball out in Australia.
Argentinian. He's from Argentina.
Yes.
Played in the A-League in Australia.
Yes. And also played some ball over here in MLS for that original Armada team. We had the Argentinian squad going on that first season.
He did technically play on this team. Yes.
Yeah.
He didn't make the impact he was supposed to make.
No.
He was brought in as like the savior.
The guy.
He was supposed to be the guy.
Well, obviously, it wasn't as good as Miggy Gallardo.
Well, yeah,
the savior.
Miguel was the foundation.
Love Miggy.
But on top of the foundation, we had a tent in terms of the playing on the field.
Yeah.
Like Miggy was great. We love Miguel Gallardo. We've had him on the show, obviously. Goodness gracious.
That's a great jersey. I can't fit into that jersey anymore. I'll tell you that much.
That's good.
I would hope not.
That is a good sign that
Why are you saying it like that?
that you're
dog?
not able to wear
how old were you here?
a youth medium.
Probably 13.
Okay, that's good that you can't wear that.
We would have some serious concerns.
I know, but I like the old merch. I don't have any of those old jerseys anymore because they don't fit me.
Well, it's no problem for you. You just buy a new one, okay?
I got to find the old merch somewhere.
But he went to Spain, went to 0 games, and bought 4 jerseys.
Now, that's not his fault. He would have gone to multiple games had any been taking place.
This is very true.
He just went in the summer window when everybody was playing for money in the United
when
States.
everyone stopped. I mean, even they stopped over here, finally.
Yeah, it was a slow time. Yeah, there he is, Marcos Flores. Little throwback. We love a good throwback here on the show. Fleet and Footy, every Thursday. In season, out of season, doesn't matter. It's never out of season in the world of soccer. College soccer getting ready to ramp up. Grant popping into the chat. FSU plays UF tonight.
Oh,
that's a big one.
That is a really big
yeah, the
one.
ladies from Florida State, I believe preseason number 3.
Wow.
Gators heading out to Tallahassee to go take on the Lady Knowles. So that'll be a really good one. Anytime those two teams meet, doesn't matter the sport. Always good. Obviously, Florida State's had the upper hand here for a few years now. Really, really, really good program out there in Tallahassee. Will once again contend in the ACC and on the national stage. So good chance for the Gators to see what they've got early on in the year as they head west for that one a little bit later on tonight. So we started the show with some stadium talk. If you missed it, you can go back and check out the beginning of the show. Of course, it's posted on YouTube. We do it live every week on YouTube. You can check that out. Hamby can show us the stadium shot. I like putting them on the spot, making them pop things up as we go. But we have our live camera from high atop.
That's what it looked like earlier.
That's what it did. It did look like that earlier with the rain in Ottawa. There it is. And you can tell more ground has been moved.
Look at that.
It's literally changed since we started the show as they're tearing up the grass and starting to grade this thing out. You got those two kind of roads / sidewalks in between. So those got to go. And you level everything out. I don't know about that white truck on the left. Is he stuck? Like
Maybe
just from here, it looks like it's stuck. I don't think it is. But
it's
I hope
going to be so fun to
I hope it's got
tune into
4-wheel
every
drive.
week. I love
man.
this aspect of
I know.
this.
It's very exciting. As I think it just stopped. Okay. So good stuff there. We're talking plenty of Jacksonville Armada, talking all about the boys in blue, the girls in blue. Last week we had David Goff in studio while you were gone, Lewis. I had to fill the shows somehow. It's not easy.
I was going to say, but you picked the right man. David Goff's got
He
his
did.
own podcast. He
He did,
knows
yeah.
how to have a conversation.
Yeah,
so.
the Pro Player Podcast. Go check that out if you want to hear more about the game of soccer from his perspective, the coaching perspective and ranks. Talking about that. It was great. We had him on the first broadcast of the year as my color commentator. And then we had you on as the latter half of the year.
Had to hop in there. And
One of those two had a better knowledge of tactics.
I was going to say, my color commentary.
It's Goffy. It was Goffy.
My color commentary isn't the best, but, we got there. We got there.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a lot of fun. So Goffy last week. Next week, a little programming note for you.
Yes.
Tommy Krzanovich will be in studio, right?
TK, Tommy K right here
Okay,
live
in
in the
studio.
Action Sports Jacks 24/7 studio.
That's right. So we'll break down the men's team next week, coming up next week. On the note of the women's team, I did want to bring up something that you just brought up to me, and Hamby, the image I just dropped in there for you. Always exciting when we see the players
Look at that.
getting a chance to go on to the next level or getting a chance to keep playing in a different place. Well, here's Caitlin Seaborn, of course, from Wales, came over for the summer to come play for the girls in blue, and today announced as a signing with the Swansea City Women's Club.
We've got a little pipeline going on here from Wales to Jacksonville now.
Yeah, obviously Goffy, the head coach from Wales, so able to give those players a chance to come over, experience soccer in the United States, get some experience, get some reps, and then hopefully get a chance to go back over and play professionally. And here you go. Caitlin Seaborn there with her Swansea City women's jersey, one of the 4 signings that they announced today ahead of the Premier season. So really cool to see that for Caitlin getting that chance to keep playing over there in Wales.
I'll give you a little exclusive. I actually got to pick up Caitlin and Maddie from the airport when they first arrived to the United States. So it was their first impression in the United States.
Sorry, ladies.
So I picked them up from Orlando, and where do you think I took them to get the full Americana experience for the first time?
In Jacksonville?
In Jacksonville area.
On the way up?
Yeah, on the way up.
Did you hit like Buc-ee's?
Had to hit the Buc-ee's. Had to hit the Buc-ee's, and they loved it.
That's a good poll that I thought of that.
They loved it. And Caitlin actually had the assist on the last goal of the season this year.
That's right.
For that winning goal. She had a fantastic
Against
year.
Seminole Ice, the great... does she still get the assist even though it got headed on?
Oh, in MLS, they would have counted
A
it.
second assist?
Yeah, in MLS, they would have counted
For
it.
the show's sake, we'll go with it. No one's double checking.
She had a fantastic season. I
Yeah.
think she adjusted super well and was a really core part of the back line in every single match.
Yeah. So, big congrats to Caitlin Seaborn, as you see here.
Rocking the Joma jersey.
The what?
Joma.
Joma. Oh, that's the brand.
Yes. Spanish.
Is that like a sideways J, kind of like
Yes.
your sideways L
Yeah.
on the La Liga?
You know, they're a little artsy out there.
Okay. Yeah. I like, and a coffee kit. Reviva. Never heard of it. But now we have. That's why sponsors on the front of a jersey work.
Yes.
Yours doesn't have one.
It's kind of clean sponsor list.
I do like a good clean sponsorless jersey. I'm not gonna lie. Good stuff there. All right, speaking of the Armada, let's talk a little MLS next, shall we?
Yeah.
We joked with Tommy at the end of the playoffs that he had like a week off before the start of the new MLS next season. Well, that week is over.
Yep.
It was actually like 3 weeks at that point.
Yes.
But Lou, tell me about it. We got a new batch of players. We've got a new schedule set to begin here, and it's right back to it now for the boys in blue.
Yeah, we've got some returning guys, obviously, sticking around in that big U19 group, which consisted of Andy Dunn from the NPSL squad this year. It's Garrett Adams, who also got some reps in this summer with the NPSL team. But it's been cool to see the way that now Tommy
is he just pushing him over? What's happening in this picture? Just shoving him off the ball.
There.
What is that? That's a foul.
But okay. Tommy Krajinovic is able to now shape this squad a little bit more because
Coach
now we've
Elmar
got more eyes.
Yeah.
On this squad after Coach Elmar's U19s have absolutely taken this league by storm in their first season. I think Elmar's a huge part of that, and Tommy Krajinovic scouting all these players across North Florida, and now we don't have to scout as much because players are reaching out to us. They want to join. They want to try out, and I think this just takes the main team to the next level. We obviously saw the impact on the NPSL squad.
No doubt.
Andy Dunn getting multiple starts, Danny Stevens, Bamanzi Alabarujo getting a winner.
Game winner, yeah.
So the pipeline is there, and this is a huge portion of it. And last year we obviously qualified for a lot of those tournaments out in California through MLS Fest. This year, it will not be taking place in California. It actually just got announced today.
Oh.
Be taking place in Mesa, Arizona.
Okay, so when do you have to go to Arizona?
December.
In December.
Yeah.
Okay.
December.
Yeah.
We'll do like from the airport again one time.
I mean, we'll do what we have to do.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Very cool. So now, coaching assignments remain the same. Elmar does the 19s, Tommy 17 and 16. I wasn't sure if it's like one of those structures where you follow your players kind of thing.
It's not quite like that, and I think it's cool because Tommy and Elmar are so tight. The system kind of stays the same, and the mentality stays the same. So in a system like this where you only have 3 teams to focus on, I think it's really nice.
You 16, 17, and 19 for now.
For now.
Say for now. Because a lot of these academies and a lot of these contemporaries of the MLS Next program, they have the other teams as well. How far down does it go?
I believe MLS Next goes all the way down to the U13 level.
Okay, so probably a 13, a 15 maybe?
Yeah.
Those additional ones?
I
16,
think so.
17, 19?
Yep.
All right. Go ahead.
We're in the midst of preseason right now.
That's what I was going to go to next.
They had to. Sorry for cutting you off.
No, you're good. You're good.
They are heading
minds.
to Central Florida to play the Florida Craze Crush, I believe they're called, which is
The Florida Craze Crush.
I want to say that's what it is.
With K's, I bet.
Yes.
Of course,
you literally call it.
Of course it is. Of course it's with K's.
Yes. And then the following weekend, I'm sure we'll get Tommy Krajinovic to touch on it a little bit, but the U19s are actually playing Flagler College for a little warm-up game into their men's season.
Okay.
So,
when is that?
next weekend, next Saturday.
Okay. Very cool. Next Saturday, the 23rd? Is that what you're saying?
I believe so.
That's right. Daytona Day.
Daytona Day.
Yeah. And I guess the Jags. Jags will be on the road at Miami. And I'll be going to Daytona to go cover the Coke Zero Sugar 400. Excited about that.
Love it.
You might be there as a fan.
I think I might.
I'll wave at you from the infield.
This guy
working down there.
He's working. I got to work in the infield one time for a Legends game.
That's right. You sent us footage for the news.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
No, thank you.
This is my first one of my first appearances, on the Action Sports Jacks network.
I mean, you weren't on it. You just sent pictures
and
videos.
I was behind the scenes guy.
So I might have credited you. Maybe.
If you didn't, it's okay.
I might not have. I might have just said.
I'm getting the credit right
courtesy
now.
of the Armada. You get plenty of credit these days. without a doubt. So we'll probably reveal some rosters and some schedules. All that's coming up here in the next couple weeks.
Very soon.
As the season ramps up. When does the season officially start? Like first true match day?
I believe it's that
Ballpark?
next weekend.
Okay, so very end of August.
Yes, that August 30th weekend, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So, excitement. And these are the stars of the future, folks. If you want to get your soccer fix while the U23s, men's and women's teams, are both off for the year as they come back next summer, go check out the U19s, 17s, 16s. Make a day of it. Hang out at Patton Park, tailgate, have some fun. I know Section 904 does that. They go out there to go support the team. So that's pretty cool. You can go join them for some of those occasions. I'm sure they will certainly let you know when they will be going. Follow them on social media.
Yes.
Or just look in the chat. Jump in the chat, ask them, when are you guys going to a game, and they will answer you. I'd say is an easy way to do it. Okay, so let's move on. Let's talk some more soccer, shall we? We have tons of stuff going on globally. I know the Premier League's getting ramped up. I know MLS continues. We'll get to that in just a second. But let's start with the UEFA Super Cup. The Super Cup.
This is it's going to lead us into our next topic too, because I want to hear your opinion. I think I already know it. But
you like when I give opinions on these things.
This is the UEFA Super Cup. This is a single matchup between Tottenham, the champions of the Europa League,
determines the cup. Okay.
And PSG, the champions of the Champions League.
Oh, Champions League versus Europa League
matchup.
Super Cup.
And so you got Tottenham go up early off of 2 set pieces.
Surely they held on to win, right?
Surely they did not, because in the 86th minute, Nuno Mendes takes 1 goal back, 2-1, and really, really late. They equalize. PSG equalize. Take it straight to penalties, no extra time, and Tottenham blow it once again.
Oh, no.
In pens.
Oh, no.
If PSG would have won the Club World Cup, they would currently be the holders of 5 different trophies, which is actually kind of crazy. Well, and I kind of wanted it to happen.
But they didn't, did they?
They didn't.
Didn't I say they were going to lose?
You did.
And they did.
All my predictions, and I'm going to do a little compilation, I think, for like our 1 year. But like a lot of my predictions are so wrong, and you literally just say the opposite of me, and they're usually right. Which I don't know if that's you guys want to use that information how you guys can, but I'm gonna put together a little comp of us putting together some horrible predictions. I'll get to that.
You mean you putting together horrible predictions and me putting together correct predictions simply by fading your predictions?
Yes, sometimes.
Fading, that's a betting term for the kids at home. Okay, so UEFA Cup, and it's over.
Yeah, and this kind of leads me into Barcelona versus Villarreal, which the news has recently come out that both of these teams have submitted a request to the Spanish FA.
All right.
In regards to playing a La Liga match.
That's right.
In Miami, a real full-blown La Liga match in the United States that would count for points, and this theoretically would have been a Villarreal home game.
Okay.
The president has already come out and said that the club will pay for their travel and their tickets if they choose to go. And if they don't, the club will reimburse them 20% of their season ticket currently.
These are for fans.
These are for fans, like the actual fans of Villarreal.
They're going to pay for their fans to fly to Miami and tickets for the game.
Yes. So
how many fans are we talking about?
I mean,
season ticket holders?
Yeah.
How many is that?
I would imagine, over 10,000, right? I mean, these are the 2 biggest clubs in Catalonia. This is a huge derby normally over in Spain. And I think this just shows you the change of where we're going, and still that America is the cash cow for soccer across the world.
Well, this summer absolutely told you that.
I mean...
and it will next summer as well.
This opens up the door massively for Liga MX to come in here and say, yeah, we're having... of America and Chivas play in Los Angeles, and it's going to be a real Liga MX game. They've already done it with preseason games, sold out 70,000-seater stadiums. So why wouldn't they just say, oh, yeah, we're going to want to charge more, and, this will be for something, and the fans will want to come that much more. And I think this just changes the way that soccer works, and it comes at a crucial point in the United States where we have the World Cup. The MLS is trying to build itself as the league in the United States, but when you have Liga MX is being watched more in the United States, the number 1 most watched league in the States, and the Premier League being the number 2 most watched league. It's tough. It's tough, and this, I think, makes the task of building the league that much harder. And you're gonna see it. I would be shocked if in 10 years we don't see 2 Premier League teams playing over here for a real league game.
We'll give you an example. And yes, Ian, I did see that as well. Real Madrid objecting to that happening. Is that because they want their game against Villarreal to be over here?
I'm sure that's what they wanted.
I looked it up, by the way. Stadium, Estadio de la Ceramica for Villarreal, 23,000 capacity.
Wow.
Hard Rock, a.k.a. Joe Robbie Stadium.
I was waiting for that.
75 to 80.
Yeah.
You're fitting 75 to 80,000 people in there. So you could absolutely afford to fly over the entire season ticket holders and give them tickets in there.
Yeah, and
so I guess that makes a little more sense now.
What Ian mentioned that
Real
Madrid,
buy 60,000, have 60,000 more people buy tickets.
I mean, it's
including Llerandi.
Probably
1,000%. If you're not in Arizona, you're going to that.
And yeah, I know.
Yes, I know.
It lines up.
Okay.
And so, I mean, for Villarreal's standpoint, I mean, it's kind of a win in their situation. They get the brand awareness over here in the United States. They get a cut of obviously all those ticket sales and those merchandise sales, and it's going to be interesting. And now it's up to UEFA. The Spanish FA has already approved it, so now it's going on to the UEFA governing body. And so I guess that's the last step into them saying, yeah, you can do this over there.
Yeah, Derek bringing up that question. Is it against the FIFA rules to play a league game outside your team's home country? We'll find out.
I guess.
We'll find out. I mean, think of it this way. Jacksonville Jaguars give up one home game every single year to go play in London. It's the same idea. It's the exact same idea, except, look, Shad Khan ain't buying flights and tickets for all the season ticket holders. He's saying if you want to go watch that one, you're paying for it.
Yeah.
It's a little different. Now, it's not exactly apples to apples because you're putting 60,000 in the stadium here. You're putting 90,000 in the stadium at Wembley. So it's different, very different. But you're talking about growing the game. You're talking about growing your brand. I don't know how much Villarreal grows their brand by coming over here.
But I think
for that.
Do you think this grows the brand more because it's a league matchup and it's not just summer series over here?
Yes. I think it being, well, it depends. I don't know. Yeah, now you got me thinking about it. Like if the Jaguars sent a preseason game over to Wembley instead of a regular season game, I think it would draw the exact same crowd in London from the fans there. Because the fans in London, they don't know who the players are. They don't know who the starters are. Sure, they're going to see some of their stars come out, much like you do with the preseason games for these soccer teams. You'll see the stars come out and play the first 25, 30 minutes and then get subbed off. Same thing would happen if you sent a preseason Jaguars game over there to where you're getting just the experience of being there. They don't care if it's a fourth stringer who's in there for the fourth quarter to see this game out that may or may not be competitive. So, I don't know. I don't know that it being a regular season game moves the needle quite like that. Based on my experience, having been to about 10 of these things now overseas, make it 11 here in a couple months, the fans are just there for the American football experience. Mm-hmm. Now, are the fans in the United States going to be there for the La Liga soccer experience? I don't know. I don't know if it means more that it would have to be a match that matters.
I understand where you're coming from.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been to plenty
Soccer
of
fans
those.
are fickle. We're a fickle bunch.
I've been to plenty of those summer league kind of games, and I've been
It's
to
a different
some
vibe,
in Miami.
right?
It is a different vibe, but you've got the same excitement because these people, they want to see the players that they watch on TV every other week. And
so much excitement that you want to buy 2, maybe 3 jerseys. Something like that.
I've got plenty of Barcelona jerseys, so I might need to.
You don't need another one. You
a
wear one of those to the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that was a good discussion point there, Luke. Good find.
Yeah, I think it's so American what's happening over to the European sports, and it's happening.
All right, let's get another timeout in here. When we come back, we're gonna talk some MLS, the league so neglected, as you mentioned. Oh yeah, we've got this great league here in the United States still going on right now. Anyone know there was a U.S. Open Cup quarterfinal last night?
Yep, there was.
There was.
It was delayed.
It was delayed because of weather. And this is what happens if you delay a game by a month and a half,
In
2
August,
months,
in
whatever it was. You completely forget that it happens until it's happening. And you're like, oh, there's a game going on. We'll talk a little MLS. We'll talk some college soccer coming up next. And, of course, your weird soccer story of the week. All that coming up next right here inside the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 studio. Point at the logo, Lou. There it is. We'll be right back.
Ancla Dorada. The official bear of your Jacksonville Armada.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jacks, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jacks is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jacks 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jacks 24/7. People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Hey everyone, Olivia Tasley here from Action Sports Jacks to tell you all the different ways you can watch our new 24/7 network. 3 easy steps. You don't even need a pen and paper to write it down. Step number 1, download the app. Search Action News Jacks in your app store either on your phone or your smart TV. Then, once you're on the app, click on that little drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner with the 3 little lines. That'll show you these options, and boom, right here, click Action Sports Jacks 24/7, and you will be brought to our continuous stream channel. That app can be accessed through all these different platforms, whether you have Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, Apple TV, or Google TV, you can find our app. Now, if you don't have access to the app, don't worry, we still got you covered. We're across all social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch. We have a podcast channel. Plus, check out our short reels on our TikTok. Action Sports Jacks 24/7. It's on all the time and everywhere.
This is Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network, sponsored by Alive Credit Union.
The dirt continues to move. This was a much smaller patch of dirt when we started. What are they doing with that grass? Can I get some of that? I got some patchy spots that need fixing. If that's St. Augustine grass, I will come and take a few pallets.
It's not that nice, Stuart, I promise. I was out there.
Yeah, I guess we were out there. I don't remember it being that
It's
great.
tall. It's
We
not
cut
good.
it down. I mean, if it's got good strong roots
Got the
to
roots.
it, you know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be laying out some soil here next weekend to try and fill in those spots. St. Augustine's weird grass, man. You either got to resod it or hope. I'm right now on hope. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing everything I can to not have to resod.
Yeah, as a non-homeowner, I'm glad I don't have these issues just yet.
Oh, you will be.
Thinking about the grass.
You will be. I love thinking about the grass.
You do.
I love it.
You're a grass guy. All right.
40-year-old dad now. I'm really jumping into it full on, man. I love going out. I love hitting it with the edger and then the weed whacker.
Oh, so you're doing the
crisp.
You're doing the full
Crisp lines, man.
I love it.
That grass looks good.
I watched those on TikTok.
The
They're,
one side.
They're satisfying.
Oh my goodness. What is it, Nathan? The guy from Australia who always goes like, this at the end of the videos. Have you seen those?
No. I know SB
It's like
Mowing. SB Mowing's my guy.
Nathan's Lawn and Gardens or something. He's a guy from Australia. He always ends it by going to the camera that's doing the time lapse and goes. It gives it like one of those. If you're at home and you know what I'm talking about, please chime in on the chat. Make sure I don't look like an idiot talking about a guy who does lawn maintenance videos on social media. Those are really satisfying, by the way.
They are.
You know how everyone's got like the ASMR stuff, and you love the audio and all this stuff. Just the sped up cleaning of a yard.
The bee noise. The little zzz.
Chef's kiss, man. I love those videos. I'm not gonna lie, it is tremendous and really speaks to me as a person. All right, let's talk about the MLS, shall we, Big Lou? What's going on? What do we got?
Well, I'm
we
gonna
got some takeaways.
I'm gonna rock with the takeaways first.
Let's go with your takeaways. What are we looking at here?
Florida's purple. I mean, I saw it with my own 2 eyes live.
You're not talking like political, right? Because
that would, I would welcome a purple. Why not? That means everyone's mixing together, right?
I don't know what it means, but I know it means something. I am not involved in that sphere at all, but I know that is a term.
Oh, I don't know.
But Florida's purple because
Orlando City beat Inter Miami for the second time this season. Now at Inter & Co Stadium, which I think is really, that's a story for another day.
You don't like the name.
It's horrible. And then
what was it before?
Exploria.
Not much better.
It's a little bit cooler, though, at least.
Exploria versus Inter & Co.
I mean, when your main rival is Inter Miami, I guess it's good.
I'm with you there.
That you beat them.
I don't like the Inter being part of it. Good call. But if you beat them, doesn't matter.
Twice in 1 year.
Purple.
Messi doesn't show up in O-Town for the third time. This is the third time he's been able to show up to Orlando, and he has not over this past 3 years.
Didn't he know that you'd be there?
Well, I knew he wasn't going to be there.
Oh, well, you still win anyways.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
The sun shines in LA.
Let's see what you did there, and I like it.
There's some big names being added to MLS this summer. Rodrigo de Paul, Inter Miami. Human Son from Spurs to LAFC. His jersey has already sold out. LAFC has no available Human Son jerseys. I assume maybe if you go to in-store in LA, but online, unavailable.
Sure,
already
some
made
knockoffs out there.
Yeah,
I'm sure Lewis owns a couple of them already.
Has already made an impact. Won a penalty away in Chicago. He plays this weekend in New England. They're already expecting a huge crowd, so that'll be really fun. The Whitecaps, just before we went on the show, announced finally that they have added German legend Thomas Müller. So, World Cup winner, obviously legend with Bayern Munich, and the Whitecaps just keep doing great things. You would have asked me at the beginning of the season where this team would have placed, and I would have said bottom of the table. They were going through ownership issues, and the roster didn't look that strong, and they've been adding, and those players have been developing, and you're adding a proven winner. I only see good things for the Whitecaps.
Okay, Santiago.
Beginner's luck. It's kind of crazy. They are number 1 in the West. They've made the right signings. They just got rid of one of their top goal scorers who just left for Philadelphia, but they're still sitting at top of the West. They're still scoring goals, and that team is clicking on all cylinders. And Atlanta United experiment has not worked. Was my number 5 takeaway. They are down in the dumps, and they were one of the
4 wins, 10 draws, 11 losses this year. That is what you would call bad.
Yeah, one of the teams that I was really high on this season. You obviously bring back Miggy Almiron from Newcastle back to A-Town. Just hasn't worked out that great. Those star attackers that they've signed have not been clicking. Emmanuel Latte-Lath has not been the signing that they expected. Paid huge money for him, I believe $22 million. So just not looking good in Atlanta.
Let's check out the power rankings, shall we? And see where everybody stacks out here in your top 10.
Yeah, I had to reset the meter because I hadn't been on the show in a while.
Okay,
but
so no ups and downs.
No ups and downs.
Next week we go up and down from this one.
I'm really high on the East. I still think the East is better than the West. That's why you're going to see a lot of those teams in there. But Philly stay atop of the East in general. San Diego, I think, is fantastic. I'm also adding into account some of these signings these teams have made. Vancouver has made some fantastic signings. LAFC as well. Miami is 3 games that they haven't played due to Club World Cup, so kind of hard to place them within the table when they're a couple of games behind. Orlando City, I think, jumps them based off that performance alone. They've been dominant in Leagues Cup and have transformed that into their dominance.
They're also ahead of them
MLS.
in the standings,
yes.
So that helps.
Yes, yes.
Columbus, by the way, 5th in the East. You got them at 2 overall.
Yeah, I
really like the Crew.
I still think Wilfred Nancy has a fantastic squad over there, and I think he really is the best coach in MLS, and I just don't see them faltering, really. When they're in playoff mode, they're really, really good.
All right, there you go. Big Lou's Power Rankings. Brought to you by
Big Lou.
If you want to sponsor Big Lou's Power Rankings, I'm letting you know the spot is open, folks.
Yeah, and I would love a weird soccer story of the week sponsor would be cool. Maybe Whataburger, the little alliteration. I'm just throwing that one out there.
Whataburger's weird soccer story of the week. Here, hold up again.
Somewhere.
Yeah, there it is. See, that would work.
Love me a Whataburger.
Okay, good job,
right.
Lou.
Let's hope that we can sell that one.
Call this pandering. We're pandering for help. All right, so there's a little MLS. Got some more exciting matchups this weekend.
Yeah, you're gonna have the full debut of Son with over probably 50,000 fans in Boston, and then you get the homecoming of Thomas Mueller. Those are the two games I'm gonna have my eyes on. And
are you going to Miami for LA Galaxy?
I will.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah. Marco Royce. You get to see Marco Royce play.
You log a lot of miles on your car, don't you?
Marco Royce.
Do you wish we had like a train that went to Miami? That would help you.
Don't get me started.
That would help you a lot.
I would love a train.
That'd be great.
I would love a train.
You could drive to Orlando and hop on the
I'm all about the Bright
Line.
Line. I'm all about
the Bright Line. Do you do that one a lot?
No, I haven't, but I would love a Bright Line train extension all the way up to Jacksonville. Mayor Deegan, if you're listening.
I don't know how many people we think are listening, but
Mayor Deegan's listening.
Everybody's watching.
Yeah, everyone.
Fleet and Footy. Good stuff.
I guess some big news announced today, so.
Yeah, man, we're showing stadium visuals. We love to see it. Isengard, down go the trees. Okay, college. Let's talk a little college soccer because players have reported to their respective universities, including right here in Northeast Florida.
JU, fins up.
Fins up, man.
The women get started tonight against crosstown rivals.
Okay.
Ed Waters. So.
Now, is this a preseason?
No, this counts. This counts. This counts.
All right.
So the girls in green get geared up tonight.
Wait, and you're calling this one?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. This game is not televised, but I'll probably be stopping by just to see what the new squad looks like. Okay. Lots of new signings.
All right. Hey,
a lot of them from Spain, actually.
If you stop by, shoot some video, send it on over to
why not?
sports@actionnewsjacks.com.
Sure.
Get some highlights on there for you.
I know a guy.
I know a guy who can put some of those on the air.
Cool.
Okay, so JU tonight.
tonight.
UNF?
UNF also plays tonight.
On the road.
But away.
Okay.
In the nation's capital.
At Howard.
Not
just a guy, also a college.
Yep.
Okay. Very cool.
So.
Also just announced the UNF men's team is number 1 in the ASUN preseason coaches poll. Of course, you remember they won the ASUN championship a year ago. Got to play in the national NCAA tournament, which was awesome. So good luck to the men's teams as they kind of get those seasons started. And mentioned in the chat here earlier in the show as well, UF at FSU, huge Sunshine State showdown up in Tallahassee. So we'll keep an eye on that one tonight as well. Much more college soccer talk coming over the coming weeks.
Yes.
We'll get some of those coaches on to talk about their squads and much more as we cover all things local soccer here in Northeast Florida. All right, it is time for the final segment of the show. Lewis, you wanna take it since you've been gone the last couple weeks?
Yes, sir. It's the weird soccer story of the week.
I like the vision. I like the microphone move. Did anyone notice how we did that?
That was
the
good.
pull away. All right, what do we got here?
We've got.
Where are we? We're in Bermuda. I don't know. Where are we?
A fantastic, beautiful location here. This is the Marshall Islands.
Marshall Islands.
Stuart, of course.
Yes.
The Marshall.
I now know where we're going. Go
is
ahead.
very interesting because they are the only member of the United Nations that does not have a football association.
Until.
Today, they played their first match ever out in Springdale,
there they are.
Arkansas.
That's where they are, by the way, in case you're wondering.
That's Australia, bottom left.
Yeah,
gray.
Yeah. Here's the squad.
And there's the squad for today. They play the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Okay.
And I think it's a really cool moment in history.
They tweeted out our logo the other day.
Come on, I do work.
Yeah,
I do work.
You did like a message to say good luck to them, and then they retweeted our logo.
Of course. But I think
shout out to the Marshall Islands.
I've been following this story for quite some time.
Yeah, of course you have.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I'd love to go visit the Marshall Islands one day. Gorgeous country.
Fly him out there, Marshall Islands. He'll come cover your team for you. It's right there near the Pacific Ocean. All right, cool. That's a fun, weird soccer story of the week. Excited to see what they're able to do. Let's leave you, by the way, with a shot of the stadium. One more shot in there. Put Hamby on the spot and make him pop it up real quick as we wrap up the show here on Fleet and Footy on Action Sports Jacks 24/7. Progress being made, baby. More updates coming up next week.